All right, friends, today we're going to learn about elapsed time. And elapsed time, as you probably saw on the last slide, is time that has passed. So when you wake up in the morning at 9 a.m. and you get on our video chat at 10 a.m., already an hour has elapsed. Sometimes you want to figure out what time you need to leave because you know it's going to take 30 minutes to drive there. So that's also elapsed time. And when you go to bed at night, how long did you sleep? That's elapsed time. But before we can do that, we have to make sure your clock skills are nice and strong. So up here on the top of my screen, you have a digital clock, which is pretty easy to read. Right now it's 7:58 p.m. And over here in the middle of my screen, you have a big analog clock, which is what scares people sometimes. So we're going to get really, really comfortable with the analog clock. Right now, it's 2 minutes till 8, which means it's 7:58. When you say till, that means it hasn't gotten to the next hour yet. If you were going to say past, that means it's past the hour. Like if I said it's 5 past 8, it would be 8:05. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off the digital clock, which is so very easy, and we're going to practice reading a analog clock. So right now, that is very easy. It's 8 o'clock. It could be 8 p.m. It could be 8 a.m. But sometimes the clock will say this, and someone will say, oh, it's 8:15. Well, if you think about the clock broken up into 4 pieces with a line straight down the middle and a line straight across, it has 4 pieces, which is why it's a quarter, like a fraction, 8:15. Sometimes you'll also hear it's 8:30 because we've gone halfway around the clock one time. Now, when it's 8:30, you notice that it's no longer pointing to the 8, it's between 8 and 9 because it's almost 9 o'clock. Another thing you'll hear is it's 9:15, which means we have just one more small angle to make it to 9 o'clock. So it's almost 9, you'd say it's 9:15. All right? You can also say it's 10 till 9, which means it's 8:50. You can say it is 10 after 9, which is 9:10. Those words you're going to want to get really familiar with because sometimes a question might ask you, what is 30 past, what is 8:30 o'clock? And you would say, oh, that's 8:30. Lastly, I want you to know that, oh no, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so really quickly, I'm sure you know this, but the shorthand is for hours and the longhand is for minutes. So you really want to pay attention to which hand is where. So let's do a little practice, and you guys can type it in the chat or you can raise your hand and Miss Fuentes can pause. What time is it? Good job. I'm sure you got that one. All right, what time is it now? Okay, you might have said 4:15, but you can also say 4:15. Good job. Okay, so what time is it now? It is 8:19 because it's not quite to 8:20. It was a little bit before, maybe even 8:18. All right, so you have to be paying attention to the little hands too. And don't forget, each number is 5 minutes. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 o'clock. All right, and I think that's all. So make sure you're practicing reading a clock around your house because that will help you with this unit. All right, bye.